Yes, you made it. You're back. And if this is your first time, welcome to another Big View educational session. I'm your friend, your buddy, your host, Robert Kennedy III, RK3. That's me. And if you came expecting to have a bad time, you're in the wrong place because we're going to have a good, grand, great time today. I am excited to see y'all in the place today. Let's see who's here. We got mimosas, mantras, and money. Yes, I like it. Brady, welcome to the show. Lazarick, welcome to the show. Trinity Strategic Consulting and Erskine Edwards, welcome to the show. We're going to have a good time today. We're talking about marketing with AI. Do me a favor. If you know anything about AI, go ahead and type your favorite AI in the tool. Yes. Hey, Nikki Brooks, good to see you. Go ahead, type your favorite AI tool in the chat. If you don't have an AI tool that is a favorite for you, go ahead and tell us what you're hoping to do with AI, so that is your reason for even coming today. All right. We got some hand pink waving. We got hello. All right. Brant Collins, good to see you. All right. Well, listen, people are still saying hello. Chat GPT. We've got a couple of Chat GPers. Love it. Chat GPTers, aka Chatty. I like it. Ooh, we got a relisting.ai. We've got another agent in here. Like it. I like it. ChatGPT is winning. AI PRM and Copilot. I like it. We got a lot of people. Bing.ai. My goodness. Yes, I like it. Well, listen, y'all. I love it. I love it. I love it. My name is Robert Kennedy III, and I work with real estate professionals and small business owners who want to learn how to connect more confidently with their customers, both in person and on video. You can get in touch with me by going to getintouchwithrk3.com. As a matter of fact, we've got a public workshop coming up called Storytelling for Realtors, the secret to connecting and closing more sales. So let's get connected and talk about that a little bit later. Since you are here with us today, we got a lot of Chat GPT still coming through here. I like it. I like it. Since you're here with us today, we're going to have a phenomenal session on marketing with AI. If you've got a question, we want to take your questions through the session here today. So do me a favor, go ahead and type the letter Q and then type your question, just because we got a lot of Chat GPT coming through and we want to make sure that we are able to separate the questions out from everything else. Guess what? One more thing, one more surprise for you. If you hang out with us for the entirety of today's session, make sure that you're here through till the end so that we can give you a special gift today. Today, we've got a special real estate planner and video guide. We'll be telling you a little bit more about that shortly. But my goodness, I'm excited. I've been researching this guest today for just over probably 6 months, and I'm super psyched that she's here with us today. So here it is. Here it is. Here it is. You already know who she is? You're ready. All right, here we go. She is a real estate professional and content creator. She is called the Wonder Woman of real estate. Don't mess with her because she might lasso you and get you to tell the truth. Oh, yeah. She is a registered agent in California and in Florida. And as of today, if you check out her YouTube channel, she's got 91,600 plus subscribers on her YouTube channel. So guess what? That means when she talks, people listen. I'd love to welcome to the stage and bring up my new friend, Loida Velasquez. Loida, what's up? Welcome to the show.
What is going on? Wow, that was an awesome introduction. I really appreciate everything that you just mentioned. I'm really excited about, today's episode, talking about AI, our energy. Yeah. I mean, we have so many people that are already tuning in, dropping comments. Let us know where you're tuning in from. I know that there's people watching us pretty much in every single platform, even platforms that are still like probably coming up and being created. We're probably there as well. So yeah, let's get this going, Robert.
Yeah, let's get this going. So Lloyd has already asked you all, where are you tuning in from? I see, wow. Mimosas is sharing. Drum roll, please. Where you coming in from? Gary Jones, hey, how you doing, my friend? No other place I'd rather be. Bounce Ball Boogie from Denver, Colorado. I like it. All right. We've got Texas Twister Drink. We got some interesting names today.
I know. I love it.
From Southern Arizona. We've got living in Los Angeles. I'm trying to get my Spanish accent on. Los Angeles. All right. San Fernando Valley. All right. Good. Renee Wright from South Africa. Woo. Okay. Y'all gonna make me get my real estate license up in here. Yes, I like it. Las Vegas, Deshaun Damon, like it. LA, what's that? Vida Mela? Okay, something like that. I'm getting it right. I'm getting my tongue twisted. All right. Trinity Strategic, Charlotte, North Carolina. Atlanta, Virginia Beach, Virginia. South Carolina, Shreveport, Louisiana, New Jersey. All right. Linstant Briefing from Paris, France. We got the overseas people going today.
Everywhere.
Phoenix City, Arizona. Nigeria, Emmanuel Okoye. Fawale is from, or is it Fawale? One of those. Let me know. Give me the phonetic pronunciation in the chat. All right. United Kingdom, Philippines. OMG. Yes, we are international and worldwide today. We have a whole lot of people that are joining us. I like it. I like it. I like it. So, all right. So I've given people the abbreviated run of show or the abbreviated bio of Ms. Loida Velasquez. Who are you? Give us a little bit of an introduction to who you are.
Yes. So I am originally from Los Angeles, California, born and raised. As of 2 years, I am now in South Florida. So I'm a Florida girl. I'm out here. I'm licensed in both states, but pretty much my real estate career started back in 2015. Prior to that, I worked in marketing and advertising for about 8 years. And I absolutely loved what I did, but it got to the point that I felt like I was being overworked and underpaid. I was also traveling a lot. I was never home. So I saw the real estate space, becoming an agent, as an opportunity for me to explore doing something that, had no limits. I knew it was not going to be easy or glamorous, but I knew that there were people that had been very successful doing real estate. So I figured, you know what? I have nothing to lose. Let's just do that. So 2015, got my license. I went after the expireds and the for sale by owners. So doing the cold calls, doing the door knocking, I knew that I wanted to go after listings and working with sellers. And I also knew that a lot of agents talked bad about, calling and knocking. So I said, you know what? It sounds like a lot of agents don't want to do this. So I'm just going to get so good at this that I'm going to set the appointments, get the listings, and get that business. And that's kind of pretty much how my journey started. I also remember back then being brand new and I wanted to know what it was like to be an agent. So the first place that I went to was on YouTube, and I wasn't really finding a lot of content showing me what the call sounded like or what to say or what to look or anything regarding real estate. So I took that as an opportunity to start creating content and just putting my journey out there. Back then, I didn't really have any strategy or a plan. I just said to myself, you know what, let me pick up my iPhone 6. I'm just going to record what I'm learning, what's working, what's not working. I told myself I want to post a video every single week. And that's pretty much how I built my YouTube presence. And over time, that started to grow. I became more knowledgeable when it came to creating content. I knew that video was the way to go for the future. And I started to see how that was transforming my business, my reputation, and my credibility, not just with other agents, but also with potential clients that I was working with.
Yeah. So we're not going to end up here, but I want to back up to something you just said. A lot of times when people see me online, people are saying, hey, Robert, what camera are you using? You've got a mirrorless camera, DSLR, you got something fancy. But Loida just said iPhone 6. We're like iPhone 15 people. She said iPhone 6. Okay.
Exactly.
So tell me a little bit about what it was like at that point, just kind of picking up your phone, your iPhone 6 to begin recording content even when you weren't certain of what it was going to do. What did you expect to happen when you started creating content that way?
I have always had a mindset of wanting to help people. So for me, I said, you know what, I'm going to record what's working for me and what's not working for me. And if it helps at least one agent out there implement or avoid doing the mistake, then that makes me happy. So I had no experience speaking in front of a camera. I hated public speaking. Growing up in school, I was that type of student that if the teacher wanted to volunteer, I would always make sure to implement or avoid doing the mistake. Then that makes me happy. So I had no experience. Some of the things that camera. I hated public speaking. I did. Growing up in school, I was that type of student.
Nope, that was me. That was my fault. Sorry about that.
Okay. Okay, no worries. But like I was saying, I had no experience public speaking. I hated being called up. by teachers or anything like that. So it just goes to show that I just had a vision for what I wanted to do. And even though I wasn't an expert on it, I didn't care. I knew that eventually it was going to lead me to business. It was going to help somebody out there. And once I started getting messages and comments from people saying, hey, because of your videos, I got my very first listing or I got my very first buyer, I say, you know what? Okay, this is awesome. I love to help. And then that's kind of how I kept things going.
I love it. I love it. So you started, and as somebody said in the comments, you started with what you had. They
Mhm.
love that your vision was so powerful. And now we're at this space where over the last year or so, AI has become this big thing, this beast, this monster, this thing that's just taking over the technology world. And at the beginning, we asked about people's favorite AI tools, and we saw a ton of chat GPTers in here. So let's talk a little bit about content creation. So it's not just about picking up your iPhone 6 or your 7 or your 10. It's about having something to say that's of value and creating something that your audience says, whoa, okay, let me stop and listen. So can you talk to us? How do you personally now use AI as you're coming up with content ideas or creating content?
Yeah, before I get into that, just like you mentioned, a lot of people brought up ChatGPT. I remember
Yeah.
when ChatGPT came out, I like to consider myself like kind of nerdy and techie and all up in wanting to figure out how to do things. But when
Yeah.
ChatGPT came out, I was like, what is this? Like, how do you even use it? What do you mean I got to put in prompts and it tells me what to do? So it took me
Yeah.
some time to figure it out. But once I did, I was like, how have we been able to function without something like this? It just makes our
Mm,
life so much easier. So fast forward to now, there's so many different AI tools out there. But for me specifically, when it comes to, let's say, even content creation, I know that there's probably a lot of agents that are watching this right now that are like, what kind of videos should I put out there that people would
yeah.
want to watch? I like to say, especially if you're creating content on YouTube, there's really probably only a few reasons why someone goes on YouTube to watch something. They either want to
Mhm.
get educated, they want to get entertained, or they're trying to figure out how to put a table together and they need to see something visually because they don't want to read instructions. So
Yeah.
if you are feeling a need and answering a specific question, that's kind of where you get started. But now you have tools like ChatGPT where you can ask it prompts like, hey, what are some of the top things that people are searching for in this area regarding this topic? And
Yeah.
it'll give you a list of different things. And now it just becomes so much easier to come up with content ideas and create content. So at the end of the day, there's really no excuse for you to not be implementing or using AI to your advantage.
Yeah. So let's pause right there on the creation for just a moment. So what people there are two places that people get stuck. Sometimes people get stuck by not knowing what content to create. And then others get stuck by the getting behind the camera and what that looks like and not knowing how long a video should be and all of the different things that come with that. So if you're advising someone who is maybe new to the real estate game or new to the small business game and they're starting with AI and they're trying to get online, what is a quick, easy workflow that you might share with them? Where should they get started?
Yeah, I would say first, definitely figure out who your audience is.
Yeah.
What are you trying to teach them something? Are you trying to entertain them? Like what it is, figure out who it is, because then from there, it's going to become easier. You trying to understand kind of the way that they think, what they're looking for, what questions they need answers for. And then from there, going to a platform like, let's say, ChatGPT or Bard, which is Google's AI, and
Mhm.
asking it, putting in a prompt. And just like I mentioned, a couple minutes ago, regarding a topic, what are some of the top things that people are searching? Because at the end of the day, you can create amazing content and have the best camera and equipment in the world. But if no one watches your video, then it doesn't matter. And
Yeah.
what's funny is that going back to my iPhone 6, there's some videos that the quality is not the best. It's almost kind of pixelated and they have over 100,000 views. And I'm like, I wasn't even putting really any effort on that. I thought that it was not going to be a good video. And here it is, like taking off and helping some people. So I think
Wow.
also it comes down to not being so focused on having perfect, equipment and how it all looks, but putting out content that people actually will watch and need information for. So the workflow would be going to something like ChatGPT, getting maybe 5 or 6 different video ideas from there, figuring out a day during the week that works with your schedule for when you're going to record this. And again, you
Mhm.
don't need any expensive $1,000, $3,000 camera. You can start with your cell phone. Nowadays, all cell phones have even 4K capabilities, which is much better
Yep.
than the iPhone 6. So you can start there, get yourself a microphone. When I started my YouTube channel, I would always film outside or in front of a window so that I could have good lighting. So, there's only those really small things that you can start to implement and put together. It's almost like a schedule and a routine. And I
Yep.
and I like to say also, you have to treat this like a business. If you're a small business owner, if you're an agent or whatever it is, I'm sure that you have a purpose for why you want to create content, whether you want to drive more sales or you want more people to know who you are. So also find out what that purpose is, and not don't just be creating something to put it out there, but be intentional about what you're doing as well.
I love it. So you have a big presence on YouTube. Can I use AI to help me figure out the place that I need to be? So, I'll go back to another reason why some people don't want to get on video. They go on TikTok or they go on Instagram and they see the reels and they're like people dancing and pointing and they're like, I don't want to do all of that. I'm a low key person. I don't know how to do all of that. Can AI help me determine where I should be showing up?
Absolutely. I think also you got to figure out where your audience is as well,
Mhm.
whether they're on YouTube, on Facebook, or on Instagram, or on TikTok. I can tell you that I'm not out there like dancing and doing all these dance moves. If anything, most of my videos are talking head and people love it.
Yeah.
So you don't have to do what everyone is doing out there because maybe it's not you. I'm not going to go out there dancing. It's not me. But, I'm going to teach you real estate stuff, and you're probably going to sit in front of the computer for 10, 20 minutes because everything that I'm saying is relevant to what you want to learn. So again, it
Yeah.
goes back to the value that you're delivering to your audience. Don't think that you have to be jumping in on these trends in order for you to actually get views or be known. I think it also comes down to you being genuine to who you are and showing up authentically.
Yeah. Awesome. So one of the reasons I asked you about the different platforms is because also people have this thought process that, okay, yep, I got to create this video for YouTube and then I've got to go create one for Facebook and then I got to go create one for LinkedIn and one for Twitter X and another one for TikTok, etc. Are you utilizing the strategy of repurposing in your business? And if so, how are you using AI to do that?
Yes, absolutely. I think that's something that everyone has to implement, especially if you're creating any type of content,
Mhm.
especially long form content. So, for me, for example, the way that I repurpose a long video is that there's so many different AI tools. So, for example, there's video.ai, which is the one that I
Mhm.
use. I'll pretty much drop my YouTube link if I did a live stream or a long video, and it will automatically chop up maybe like 10 to 15 different small clips that I can
Yep.
now repurpose as reels or TikToks or whatever it is that I want to use them for because they're under 60 seconds. So
Yeah.
now that takes the power out of me having to manually do it. I have something, an AI doing that for me. It's crazy how the clips that they pick are usually very accurate. If anything, I can go in there and clip it, but it allows me to be efficient. So for anyone that's watching this, at the end of the day, you want to be efficient and productive with your time. You don't want to spend hours, editing something that there's already a tool out there for you to do. So by repurposing, that allows you to show up in different platforms, so you're not having to redo content for TikTok and then now I have to film again for Instagram. No, if anything, you take that video, put it everywhere else, and then now you're showing up.
Nice. So, can you share with us maybe your strategy for um, leading people down a path to maybe your home base? So, is your home base YouTube, and then do you use the other videos that are repurposed on the other platforms to lead people back to YouTube, or what is the process that you follow?
Yeah, so YouTube is the platform where I do most of my content the one that I focus on. I have always been intentional of having my Instagram in all of my videos. So people will naturally, once they see that I'm consistently showing up on YouTube, they'll go find me on Instagram. I'm repurposing
Gotcha.
stuff on Instagram as well. So that has allowed me to grow my Instagram following, and everything has been organic. I have never paid for ads or followers or likes or anything like that. It's just people see me on YouTube, they want more. Well, now when you go on my Instagram, you get Loida, but it's not just education. Now you see like behind the scenes of me working or
Mhm.
what I'm doing or me being human, working out or with my dogs. And now people get to feel like, oh, okay, well, now I know Loida even more. So that has been my approach. I have also done in the past where I go live on Instagram or I collaborate with other people on Instagram if we're going to do something
Mhm.
on YouTube to, again, send people back to the YouTube channel. And the reason that I like to focus on YouTube is because I am a part of the partner program. So as I grow my YouTube channel, it has become another stream of income for me. And it has led to agents knowing who I am. They know where I'm licensed. So it has led me to get more referrals and business. And at the end
Yeah.
of the day, whoever's watching this, that's what you want in whatever industry that you're in.
Yeah. So let's talk about YouTube again for just a moment here. So one of the things that I get emails or inboxes all the time from people saying, "Hey, I can optimize your content on YouTube for more views, et cetera, et cetera." And SEO back in the day when you had a website, SEO was this huge thing, and of course, SEO is something on YouTube. Are you using AI in any way to help you with that process on YouTube optimization? SEO, your video marketing?
Yes. So I'll use a tool like ChatGPT. And if I
Mhm.
have already uploaded my video onto YouTube, let's say I recorded something, I uploaded, but I haven't published it, maybe it's
Mhm.
unlisted. There's different Chrome extensions. So one that I like to use is YouTube summary for ChatGPT. So I'll send it to ChatGPT, it'll give it a summary. And from there, I'll ask ChatGPT to give me an optimized description with SEO for YouTube. And I'll also ask for it to give me some titles with SEO. That way, the probability of my video being found is going to be higher because I'm touching on certain keywords and it's going to possibly come up on search.
Okay. Do you believe I saw something the other day where somebody said SEO for websites is dead, and they were saying don't worry about building out a website and looking to get it search engine optimized. Just focus on some of your online social channels and really worry about those because that's the place where most people are going to find you anyway. They're not going to your website, they're going to search your Instagram, your LinkedIn, etc. Can you respond to that for me?
Um, I don't know much about websites, but I do know
Yeah.
that I focus on the platforms that are like search engines. So obviously YouTube is owned by Google. It's the second search engine. There's over, I think, 2.8 billion users. So I'm
Yeah.
going to focus my energy on that. A lot of the views that I get end up coming from Google search. So if I can focus on a platform where I can get more eyeballs of people knowing who I am or what I do, then I'm going to focus on that. And from there, they're probably going to go down the rabbit hole, find my website, or I can, add a link on my Instagram to my website. But yeah, I know someone put, in the comments, multiple streams of income. I think we should always focus, especially if there's opportunities out there to create multiple streams of income. So that's why I like to focus on that.
Love it. Love it. Listen, everybody, we are here with Loida Velasquez. We're having a fantastic conversation on how to market using AI. If you've got conversations or questions that you would like us to incorporate in our discussion right now, make sure that you add the letter Q and then the question right after that. So I'm just looking at a couple of comments here. Yep, multiple streams of income. Thank you, Mimosas. Excellent. A couple of people have to get to work. Oh, come on. Go to work late today. You can just stay here and watch with us. Okay. All right. Norlisa, I can't wait to learn more. Thank you so much. Using ChatGPT to write listing descriptions, says somebody, or writing a newsletter is great, but there's so much more to AI. Some tools can help you automate SOPs or standard operating processes. I like it. So we've got a lot of great comments here. All right. So let's keep on rocking and rolling through this AI marketing journey. So, as you have been building out your presence, as you've been growing YouTube, part of the marketing spectrum is also the email part of things. How are you using AI within your email marketing to continue to build your brand?
It goes to, leveraging the ability of ChatGPT being able to give me, for example, different email templates depending on who I
Mhm.
want to talk to or where in the conversation we are. So again, it's almost like you have an assistant, someone doing the work for you, but it's an AI, and it allows
Yeah,
me to be more effective with my time. Obviously, whatever it gives me, I go through it and I tweak it so that it sounds like me. But the fact that I don't have to spend now hours trying to come up with, 10 different emails or whatever it is that I'm trying to do, it just makes it so much easier to be able to do work.
yeah. Yeah. So for the uninitiated or for those who are still fairly new to the AI space, can you give us an example of a prompt that you might use in Chat GPT in order to come up with an email sequence or campaign for your audience?
Yeah, it could be something along the lines of, "Hey, ChatGPT, can you give me five different a campaign with five different emails for first-time home buyers that are looking in Los Angeles, California within the next 6 months?" And then
Wow.
you just wait and see what it tells you.
Wow. Wow. So with regard to tone, or does it sound like you when you're thinking about crafting an email campaign? Are there what are you telling Chat GPT? Have you trained it to sound like your voice, or how do you do that?
Yeah, I tell it to sound friendly but professional.
Mhm.
And it's crazy because all of these things I have learned over time from other people as well. I didn't know if you tell it, oh, say it very firm or aggressive or whatever, ChatGPT knows how to do that. But I think
Yeah.
also over time, it knows your tone and it can deliver all of, the responses to sound like you. And if not, you just keep on telling it certain things and you train it. I mean, it's crazy the terminology. Let me train my AI so it sounds like me. But yeah, that's
Yeah.
what people are doing.
Yeah, yeah, and there are so many different people that are talking about this specific. I think about, maybe you know her as well, a friend of mine, Marky Lemons. That her entire thing is AI in the real estate industry, and that's essentially all she's talking about these days with regard to how to move your real estate business forward using AI. So we've talked about using AI for email. We've talked about AI for creating and crafting your YouTube summaries and maybe even your keywords. We've talked about AI for repurposing your content. In the marketing process, outside of the things that we've just mentioned, are there other tools or other resources that you're using that are AI related? What else are you using AI for that we haven't talked about?
Even with Big View, one of the things, especially I know in the real estate space or for anyone that wants to create content, is that I always hear it, well, what am I going to say? I don't know what to say. Well, now you can
Mhm.
use the AI to give you a script. You can upload it to Big View, the teleprompter, you can just read it. And now, again, it goes back to not having an excuse for creating
Yeah,
content. So it just makes it so much easier so that you're not really having to think, well, what am I going to say or how long should it be? You tell it to give you like a 30-second script. You upload it to Big View, whether it's on your phone or on your computer. And now you already have everything at your fingertips to be able to create something. And it's all because, AI is helping you.
I love it. Just for those that have not ever used the Big View's AI, there's an AI tool embedded in Big View to create scripts that you can put right into the teleprompter as well. So this is fantastic. All right, so we've got a few questions here. I want to take a moment to answer some questions here. All right, so let's start with the easy one, and I think I know the answer to this, but I'll let you answer it. Hello, Loida and RK3. Are you using Chat GPT 3 or 4? And this is from Kara P.
Chat GP. You know what? I know that there's so many different ones. I don't even know which one it is. I just know
Yeah.
that right now I'm still using the free one. I haven't upgraded
Ah,
to the paid one. So I don't know which one that
got it.
is.
So yeah, so it's 3.5. So if you're on the free one, I think 3.5 is the highest that you can access. If you're doing the paid one, you can do Chat GPT 4 and above. Excellent. All right, cool. Somebody was asking, Renee is asking, what was the repurpose tool that you mentioned?
Video.ai. And I think it's
Mhm.
spelled like VIDYO.ai.
That's correct. All right, fantastic. Video.ai. I've used video as well. And man, there are quite a few of them. Opus
Oh,
Clips
yeah.
is another one. I mean, there are quite a few of them out there that you can use. All right, let's keep going. Somebody said, do you pay for Chat GPT? Nope, she answered that question. All right. So Ascension Village is asking, I'm a life coach focusing on helping others with chronic illness build a life of resiliency and overcome obstacles. Any recommendation for a life coach on marketing with AI?
Even taking that, the first thing that comes to my mind is taking exactly what you just wrote, going on ChatGPT and telling it, can you give me a marketing strategy to
Mhm.
gain whatever it is your goal is, gain clients or gain more social media presence? And then you'll be surprised. It'll give you an entire strategy on marketing or social media. So I would start there.
Okay. Excellent. Excellent. So somebody's asking, they're trying to get all up in the back end of your business now. So Mimosas, Mantras, and Money is asking, what does your funnel look like?
That could be a very long answer. I don't even know where to start or what to refer it to. But I would
Yeah.
say, also you got to keep it simple. It also depends if you have a team or if you're, like a one man show type of thing. But again, even going back to ChatGPT or to an AI and asking it for a strategy to be more
Yeah.
efficient, that's a great place to start.
Yeah. All right. So I'm going to come back to a couple of questions here. I think where I want to go next for people is, as we mentioned at the beginning, you've got a strong YouTube presence, more than 91,000 subscribers on YouTube. And I've even been told that you're like YouTube famous, right? So you've gotten to a specific place. You've got a strong social media presence. How has that helped you, or what's been the correlation between that and your financial success or your growth in the real estate industry?
Yeah. Like I mentioned, the great thing about my channel and the content that I produce is that, it helps agents. Agents pretty much all over the world at this point. A lot of them are in the US. So it has led to referrals. I get a lot of agent to agent referrals because they know that I'm licensed in California and in Florida. And because they've been watching me and they know how I am and how I work, if they ever have a
Mhm.
client that's looking to buy or sell, I'm like the first one that pops up in their head. So agent to agent referrals. Also, whenever I do end up setting appointments with clients, whether it's buyers or sellers, I don't know about you, but anytime we meet somebody, they're probably going to Google and seeing, okay, who is this person? And I'm popping up. Now they see, okay, this girl Loida, she's legit. She's actually teaching agents, so she must know what she's doing. So it goes back to credibility and it
Yeah.
almost handles the objections of, well, who are you or why should we go with you? So I use that to my advantage. So for anyone that's still thinking whether or not you should put yourself out on video because, I don't know, you're scared, uh, take that out of your mind, because if you're not doing it, somebody else is doing it and they're getting the
Yeah.
paychecks that should have been yours.
Love
I
it.
Like I said in the beginning, I never had any experience in front of a camera. I was horrible. I remember people would leave me comments saying, "Oh, Loida, you talk too fast or you're running out of breath." And I'm like, man, I'm over here giving you some really good tips on how to run an open house, and all you care about is, that I'm talking too fast. But there's going to be those people. And what I did in that case is that I said, you know what? Let me watch my content and what I can improve on so that I stop getting those comments. So
Yeah.
that's what I did. I started to improve on my communication and I learned how to smile so that I wouldn't come across looking serious in my videos. And again, I think that has allowed a lot of people to be able to relate to me because I am human, I'm authentic and genuine in the content that you see. So it allows people, agents to connect with me, potential clients to reach out. I'll get emails saying, hey, Loida, I've been watching your videos. I have this fourplex in Long Beach that I'm looking to sell. I would love for you to sell it. When can we get on a call?
Wow.
So for those of you that maybe you're like, well, I hate cold calling or knocking or lead generating. Well, imagine if you're putting out these videos and now they're generating leads for you, and you wake up to an email for a $1.4 million listing. Like maybe
Wow.
hopefully that motivates you to start doing things like this. Aside from that, it's led to partnerships and sponsorships with other companies. And again, it's all because I decided to put my fear to the side and just put myself out there. And throughout the
Yeah.
years, I started to get so much better. And for everyone that's watching this, you can go back to my very first videos from 2015, and you can see my most recent ones. And it's like a completely different Loida, but it just goes to show you that if you really stick to something, it can lead you to so many opportunities. And I tell everyone that sometimes struggles, I'm like, you can create your own opportunities. Many times you're just getting in your own way.
Yeah. Yeah. So we've been talking to Loida Velasquez about AI and how to market with AI, but we've also been talking a bit about YouTube and her journey there. So one of the things that I hear from a lot of, I'll use the word gurus or people who are um, experts in the area of YouTube is, yep, just get online, be consistent, get online, get on video and be consistent, just put it out there. And some people come back and say, yeah, I did that and I've been doing that and nobody's watching my videos. So is it really just about putting it online and the algorithm or the platform does the rest of the work for you? Or are there additional things that people can do? Is it sharing with your family and friends? Is it emailing it out? What are you doing, or what were you doing to gain some additional traction for the videos that you were putting online?
Yeah, a lot of them I was emailing out for people to see because I knew that I was answering specific questions that they probably
Mhm.
were looking for the answers. Another thing that I was doing is that I was also taking a look at what other content creators were doing, even in other industries, because maybe I thought I had a genius idea for a video, but no one really cared about that specific topic. So if you're creating content and maybe you're not getting views or any traction, I would say think of the content and not just that, but the topics. What topics are popular within your specific niche that you should probably be focusing on? Along with that, again, when it comes to YouTube, having a good thumbnail that people will want to click on. And
Mhm.
for me, it's just sometimes you got to play around with the different type of content. I was putting out vlogs, I was putting out me cold calling, I was putting out just educational stuff. And I started to see that me cold calling live was getting a lot of people watching me because they like to see, oh, well, what's Loida going to say next? Maybe she's going to get hung up on and yelled at, or she's going to set an appointment. So, like, people love
Yeah.
that stuff. But you never know what people are going to enjoy watching that you're putting out. So, sometimes, especially in the beginning, as you're trying to build an audience, play around with the different type of content just to see what people can relate to, and then you can start to double down on those type of videos.
Fantastic, fantastic. Kentarian Brown, good to see you. Nubia Travels, so glad that you're here. Gary, Stephanie King Mattingly, so good that you are here. So I saw a question from someone, and I wanted to make sure that I got it in. Oh, here it goes. Mimosas, Mantras, and Money is asking, are you utilizing YouTube Shorts? Gary V says that's the place to be.
Yes, I am. I am utilizing. So what I'm doing is that depending on the longer video that I have put out, sometimes on the actual app, I will cut a little piece of it and upload it to Shorts, or if not, from an AI app like Video.ai, I will
Mhm.
take some of that repurposed content and just schedule it out. So what I have tried a lot of different things in the past. I'm always testing things out. Sometimes I put out 2 shorts a day, sometimes 3. Sometimes I'll do 1, depending if I have a longer video going out that day. But yes, I definitely utilize that. And again, depending on the topic, I have seen those shorts get me a lot of new subscribers to my channel.
Love it. Love it. All right. So let's go back a little bit. So you talked a little bit about starting out in 2015 and using your iPhone 6 and getting on and doing all of these different things to get yourself moving. If you were, as you look back now, yes, what you did has worked to get you where you are, but as you look back now, do you have any tips or advice valuable insights that you'd give your past self about what to do?
I would say to have a more clear strategy in the beginning,
Hmm.
or as you're starting, because like I said, when I first started out, I was just putting out videos, and I knew people liked what I was saying and what I was teaching, but I wasn't really sending them anywhere. It was
Right.
organically happening that they were following me on Instagram. But now, knowing what I know now, I would tell someone, you know what, be intentional. Where do you want to send them? Give a call to action. If you're looking to buy or sell a home in the next 60 days, reach me, here's my number, or whatever it is. Because sometimes you have to tell people what to do. Otherwise, they're just going to be like, oh, well, Loida, that was a really great real estate video. She showed that house, but she probably doesn't sell or anything, or she's not an agent. People don't know. So it's almost like you have to tell them what to do or where to go to next. So that's what I would be intentional about doing.
Yeah. So one of the things that AI is able to do now, we've got Dolly, you've got some of the other channels, you've got Canva that is coming up with AI generated content, images, videos, etc. Are you using anything like that at this point in your strategy?
Not right now. I think I'm at a point where I'm still kind of learning some of the stuff, just like
Mhm.
everyone or a lot of people that are watching this, because there's always
Yeah.
like something new that's coming out. I think the only thing that I have played around with on Canva has been, I think it's called like the magic tool or something, where you
Yep.
highlight, let's say you're wearing something, and I say, okay, give me like a pink shirt instead of a black one, and it'll change the color. So I've
Yep.
done that. So that works. But yeah, I'm still learning some of the things.
Okay. Okay. So with regard to that, I'm going to go to Stephanie's question here. You said you don't really use AI video, but as you create videos, um, how do you do your editing process? Do you use AI in your editing process at all, or do you just kind of send it off to an editor? What are you using AI, if anything, at all in that part of the process?
Yeah, depending on the video, sometimes I do have an editor that will edit it, or
Mhm.
sometimes again, depending on the video that I do, I'll upload it and just kind of do some very short edits. Or there are some AI platforms out there that will edit some of the videos for you. There's
Mhm.
also different resources, and again, I feel like there's so many where
Yeah.
there's like faceless videos that you can create using AI, and you give it a script
Yeah.
and someone's even talking. So I mean, there's a lot of different things out there.
Yeah. Yeah, there are so many. I mean, we could go list a whole lot. There's actually a website. I don't know if people know this. There's a website called aitoolsdirectory.com. So as new AI tools come out, as software is incorporating AI, that it's listed on this website, and you can go and separate and filter and say, hey, I want stuff AI with relation to video or with relation to text and transcribing, whatever it is. They're just, it's so many, it's so interesting, but it's also overwhelming
Mhm.
because
Absolutely.
just so much
Yes.
stuff there. There's so much stuff there. Awesome. All right. So let's talk about the real estate industry just a little bit. In some ways, this may be similar to starting your own small business, but as you advise or as you give information to people who are new in the industry, what are some of the essential steps? What are some of the strategies, the baseline foundational strategies that you would help them, that you would advise them on following so that they can reach success?
And this is just if you want to be a real estate agent, correct?
Yeah. Hmm.
Okay, yeah. Um, I would say figure out what your daily schedule looks like if you're doing this part
Hmm.
time or full time, and what hours you can commit, like 100% commit
Yeah.
to this business. Because it's not fun, it's not glamorous. You're probably going to want to give up, but you have to be very disciplined with your schedule. So figuring out what your schedule is going to look like, having that set in stone, your prospecting, your lead generation, focusing on the income producing activities. So income producing activities are not creating a marketing flyer. We got to focus on actually having conversations to figure out who is looking to buy or sell. So having that schedule, working on your skills, so your communication, so to be able to have successful conversations, whether it's on the phone or in person, handling objections. I would also say have a mentor or someone that can guide you so that you're not trying to figure this out on your own.
Mhm.
Because I have a lot of YouTube videos, but it's still not going to teach you everything. And you need to be also held accountable. And also having an understanding of why you got into this or why you want to get into this. What is your long term goal? Because if you don't have those things in place, you're going to easily get discouraged. There's going to be people that are probably going to doubt you. And what ends up happening is that if you're putting in the work, but you're not seeing results, you think it doesn't work. But in reality, you got to ask yourself, am I really giving it 110% or am I going like 50%? Did you make only 2 calls or did you make 20 calls? That is what's going to make the difference. And, we're not reinventing the wheel. You can see my content from, 2015 until now. It's just about making sure that you're also surrounding yourself with the right group of people that are teaching you and holding you accountable. But you yourself have to be accountable and disciplined as well to succeed.
I love it. I love it. So we're getting ready to land the plane here and winding this down. And we've asked you about your basic business advice. I want to get one more question in here from Laria Gordon TV. And Laria says, I do daily devotionals shorts, bless you, all right, to 4-minute videos that I add thumbnails to. Should I make the shorts from the videos schedule during the day? And what's your recommendation for a Christian devotional author? I want to make sure I understand that. Are you clear on the question?
Yes, I'm
Okay,
pretty sure I am clear. Yes,
go ahead.
I'll definitely have to look up her channel because I love all of that. When
Mhm.
it comes to the 4-minute videos, I would say if there is an actual piece that would make sense within that 4-minute video, then you can do that. Um, for me, some of the stuff that I repurpose as shorts, I end up clipping myself, or I end up just like shooting it separately just because I want to make sure that people are getting the right idea or it's like a complete thought and it's not just being cut up. So I think you'll probably just have to play around with that. But if there are certain sections that make sense, then yeah, you can totally try that.
Fantastic, fantastic. All right, excellent, excellent, excellent. All right, well, listen. Yes, Mimosa is like, no, this is so good.
I know.
But listen, I see some questions here, but some of them are repeats of things that we've already answered in the episode. So I want to encourage you, if you have not been with us since the beginning, go back and watch the episode and you'll see some of these questions answered. So let's talk a little bit about our giveaway. For those of you that have been here since the beginning, we promised you that we would give you something special that would help you build your business. All right. So, Loida, can you tell us a little bit about this link, this video that, well, not this video only, but this giveaway that you're going to be sharing with your audience?
Yeah, absolutely. So this giveaway is a business planner and also some content ideas for you, like a video guide. So if you're like, I want to put all of my ideas in one place, I want to have something that I can take a look at, whether it's on your iPad or you want to print it out, this is exactly it. It also has some prompts that will give you ideas how to get things started. So to get that, you can just go to my website, loidavelasquez.com/video. That is the link. It's here in the comments somewhere. So go
Yep.
ahead and check that out. If you download it, shoot me a DM or tag me on Instagram and let me know how you guys are going to implement it in your business.
Fantastic. Hey, y'all, anybody that has over 90,000 subscribers, you want to make sure that you contact and get in touch with them and see what they've done. Even if you're not able to have individual conversations, watch the videos, look at the channel, and see if you can break down the framework of the process that they have followed so you can success leaves clues, people. So just go ahead and do that. If you want to learn a little bit more about Loida, head to our website, loidavelasquez.com. And to access the giveaway, go to loidavelasquez.com/video. Okay, video. Hey, y'all, listen, this has been a phenomenal session. It's been another fabulous time hanging out with an expert, somebody who knows what they're doing, knows what they're talking about, and has walked the walk and talked the talk of success. I really appreciate you being here today with us, Loida. Any closing words for our audience?
For those of you that have been watching this, we've been giving a lot of value. So now is the time to go out there and implement. If you're scared about putting yourself on video or creating content, now you know there's enough resources out there for you to leverage, be efficient and productive. So again, start implementing, and tag us and reach out to us and let us know how it's going.
Excellent, excellent, excellent. Everybody, So glad you were here. Mimosa says, thank you for the giveaway. Downloaded it and going to use it for some of my financially savvy content. Hey, D Savick, so glad that you were here. Great content. Really appreciate you. Renee Wright, so glad that you were here. Jennifer Jean, so glad that you're here. Norlisa de los Reyes, thank you. Glad that you were here as well. Awesome. Well, listen, y'all, every time we do these sessions, they are valuable, power-packed, content jammed, and I know that they will be contributors to your success. If you have not yet subscribed to the Big View channel, do that. Get Big View. It's a tool that I know is going to be a tool that is a part of your success in this business or whatever business you decide that you're going to be in. Subscribe to Big View channel. Go to Lloyd's channel. Subscribe to the channel as well. And I'm giving you a lot of work. Come on over to Robert Kennedy 3 and subscribe there as well. All right. A lot of subscribing to do, but it'll be worth it. We'll see you next time on the Big View Educational Sessions. Peace. Thanks for joining me on the session. I'm so pumped that we were connected, and I hope you found real value in what was shared. Do me a favor. I want to continue the journey with you. Head on over to getintouchwithrk3.com. That's right, getintouchwithrk3.com. On that page, you'll find all of the different places on the interwebs that you can get connected with me. And there are also some great resources for you to download. Download them because they're designed to help you become better presenters, better communicators, and video storytellers. And that's what we need more of in this world, right? Listen, get connected. Go to getintouchwithrk3.com. I'm RK3, and I hope to see you in my inbox real soon.
Prompter, create videos you're proud of. Easily trim your video by selecting the words where you want to start and end. Color your presentation with automatic subtitles and highlighting keywords. Add your brand logo. Add music for an emotional touch. Add your contact info on an animated business card on all your videos. Easily replace green screen with an image or a video loop. Stand out with a web page with your logo, your video at the center, and personalized button for visitors to interact. It's one tap to simultaneously upload your videos on Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube. Always know what to say next with the Big View teleprompter.